Today, Yeat just dropped his new album, 2093. Here's how I would produce for him if I had a track on that album. I'll start it right here. This is in the Jupiter 8V. It is such a good synth, amazing for this type of beat. Next we got this pad, just plays this pretty much a one shot. I like to add different one shots, these type of beats, just to add some type of feel to the mix. So that's all it is. And on that we just have a Echo Boys Galaxy, and I just EQ'd. So together we just have this. And it doesn't sound like a Yeat beat yet, but let's get into the keys and the rhythm. So now we got this key right here. Really basic. So without all that processing, it sounds like this. Which in turn, it's really dry. So I knew I had to do some work. So I started out with the Shaper Box, created this little preset. It's the crunch. It started with the crunchy stutter, but I added more width, more filter, because it just sounded a little too crazy. And then I added, of course, just EQ. You just need more movement. So I pretty much copied and pasted this to another preset from Analog Lab. This one was the Mellow Deer preset. Same preset, except it was kind of too tucked in the mix. So I added this Devil Lock. It just brings out more crunch and more, audio level destroyer. You take it off. Way softer. So next we have this bass. I wanted just a weird bass because this whole 2093 album is just so different. So crazy bass pattern, I know. Oh sorry, brass. I don't know why I said bass. Added a portal. This one's from my bank, Galaxy Bank, I believe. Yeah, it's from the Galaxy Bank. If you don't have this, go get that now. It's absolutely free. Tons of stuff on my store as well, all for free. Nothing, I'm not charging you guys anything. Next, we have this Analog Lab bass right here. And what the key is I added this Dirt Rider from Minimal Audio. It's just an experimental saturation plugin. And the Rift is perfect for these type of beats because it just adds movement and something different. We have this. Going into transition, I just had this right here. It's just a sound effects from Analog Lab. Nothing crazy. Add a thermal, reanimated preset, cut the highs and lows, and then I compressed it because it was a little too crazy. I wanted to tame it down just a little bit. First off with this clap. Pretty basic. I created this clap myself from a basic trap clap, and then I added a bucket to it. I thought it was cool. And then I added a rift to it. Dirty Robotics preset, and then a radiator just to heat it up and more saturation. Very unique. I do have an upcoming drum kit, so stay tuned for that. In 2093, there's a lot of cool drum sounds, and I thought I can recreate some of the sounds. There's definitely a bucket snare clap thing in that album. We got an Effectrix, this build and stop preset, and I just modified it a little bit. I definitely recommend that you guys go into presets, put them on and experiment. Start playing with knobs, seeing what they each do, and then create your own presets, you know? Then I added a back mask, which is just like a reverse, and that just gave it that weird texture. I noticed that in that new album, there's a lot of hi-hats patterns that just are reversed, so I thought that was cool in this production. The next we have the snare. It's just an accent snare, nothing crazy. And then this little snare right here that comes in towards the end of the phrase. Kind of like a ghost snare. But what I did is I added a thermal with this crazy preset, Spice Room. There's a saturation with a bunch of reverb, but it's filtered. The standard clap pattern, you know, nothing crazy. Something we all heard before. It seemed like for this album, there is tons of different noises. Like, you got this kick. I love how much saturation is in this drum pattern. Nothing crazy. Again, just keeping it simple. Because the whole beat is pretty busy. Same thing with the drums. There's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know how Yeat raps to these songs, but he does. So here's my 808. This is a low subby 808. That's it. Sounds very experimental, in my personal opinion. Altogether, we have this so far. These beats are filled with analog synth, so I recommend having Analog Labs. That's the best synth plugin that you guys can get. I also have tons of Serum preset banks on my site as well, completely for free, so download that to create somewhat of this style. So until next time, I'll catch you guys later.